Hello everyone. In the last tutorial, I gave you a little bit of overview what the Unity 3D is all about. So if you are totally new to Unity 3D and you're watching this tutorial and have not watched the last one, I would suggest you to watch that before this one so you can get a little bit overview of what the editor is all about. So in this tutorial, I'm going to show you, we are going to get into a little deep about what the whole editor can do, what we can do here, and what the scripting part about the scripting part. So and also the main components that we are going to use to create a game. um, so we are gonna learn about those things. Okay, so first of all, I'm gonna give you a little bit shortcuts of how you can edit in the editor. Right now you must be thinking like these are the only things, and uh, these are some things that will make your editing easy and fast. So what you have to do is there are these key features that this thing on top left corner with my mouse is. So these are the things that is used to move your object in the real time. But if you want to like have this object here, and let's just say if you have another object which is not even close to this, like somewhere else, so you go like this and this. But let's just say you have a lot of objects, like 50 or 60 objects, so it will be a little hard to edit these things. So what we do here is we have here the WASD keys, which we use to play Need for Speed types of games or any FPS games. So we are going to click on the right mouse button and we are going to use the WASD to move our um, screen like this. Okay, so it will be a little easy to edit from both sides. Okay, and also these top buttons, if you press Q, it will change to this WERTY. Okay, these are some buttons, and if you use the your right mouse button, you can you can change the positions of the um, current view in your scene. And to move down and up, you use Q to down and E to up, but also press the right mouse button at the same time. Okay, so these are the things, and if you press the shift at the same time, it will go a little more faster. Okay, these are some shortcuts that I use, so we'll just delete this. Okay, so in the scripting part we are going okay, before the scripting part I want to give you a little bit extra. The components of our object, let's just say this cube is our object, and this is the transform is like the position, rotation, and the size. The scale is the size of the object. So the x-axis, let's just press the W key. The x-axis is the left and right. No, sorry, the z-axis is left and right. The x-axis is, this is actually a 3D thing. So this is the x-axis. Okay, this is the z-axis, and the up down is z. So it doesn't matter where the object is looking. It's x and z is according to that. So let's just make it 0 0 0 and double click on cube object so it will follow through. Now the rotation of the object is, let's just say if you want to move your object on the x-axis, it will move like this. The y-axis is like this, and the z-axis is all like this. Okay, so we are going to do this 0 0 0. Now the size, the scale is the x-axis scale. We can change that. We can change the y-axis, it will go up, and the z-axis, now it's a big box. Okay, you can make you can change it to any size. Okay, let's just say 1114 now. Okay, now we have here a mesh filter. If we This is a mesh filter, we can change it to these kinds of objects. If we change it to none, then um, the object will no longer be visible. So this is actually what the object is look like. Now let's just get to the main thing. This is the box collider. Box collider is a collider which it's like the outline of our box. Okay, so if we want our object to um, like get into contact with some other object and do and respond accordingly to our script, then we use box colliders. Okay, so box colliders will can be used in different ways. Like if you want one object to collide with this object, you must have the box collider. If you do not have it, like, then if some other object collides with this, it will not take it as an object. It will be invisible object. Okay, so we're gonna turn it on for now. The box collider can be edited. You can change its size, but now if some other object collides to the box collider, not the object, like to the, it will trigger. Okay, it will take it as an object. So I will briefly explain you what how we are going to use the box colliders for in our game. Okay, so let's just um, do it to 0 0 to on the axis 1. Okay, now there is the option is trigger, which is also used for a different function. I will explain to you when we start coding. Okay, now there is rigid body. Rigid body I explained it in the last tutorial. So it just does the physics thing. Okay, and now that's it for our components. Okay, these are the main components that we are going to use in our game. Okay, in the last tutorial we made these materials and the script. So we are going to open the script. Just double click on it and it will open, or if you don't, if it doesn't, then you can go file and open, and wherever the script is in the assets folder, you can open it from here. Okay, now in the script we have a function which is start function. Okay, if you are totally new to program, if you have zero knowledge about programming, I'm gonna just give you a brief um, explanation of what these functions are. The start function is a function. Whenever the object is born, it will start for once. Like if you write here google.com, okay, then the google.com thing uh, will work once whenever the object starts or whenever the object is born. The object function is, if you write the google.com in the update function, it will run every frame the object is alive. Okay, so whenever the object is dead, this function will stop working. Okay, so these are the things, um, these are the two functions that we are going to use in our game, just these two functions. Okay, and the end. Okay, so these are some of the things that uh, we are gonna get we are gonna work in. So this is a console, so anything we write which is going to um, display, like for a, for a, for example, for the last two things that I taught you. So if we want to display something on the console, if we want to check that whether a particular function or statement is working, we use debug.log. Debug.log prints the particular string, and whenever you write a string, you use this, let's just say this is a start function, and we're going to copy this and paste it in the update function also. I'm going to change it to update, and we are going to save this, and let's check. We are going to attach the script to a particular game object. We have attached it to main camera. So if you don't know how to attach it, just drag it, and here we go. So if we play the game right now, okay, so look at in the console, the start function only ran for one, and the update function is still running. So if we detach this game object, or we detach the script, the function, this thing, this is the update function, it's gonna stop, okay, like this, okay, and we're gonna activate it again, and or else if we delete or disable the main camera function, main camera object that the script is attached to, then it's gonna stop again, and we're going to enable it, and it's working. Okay, so whenever you want to check that whether a particular function is working, or let's just say a particular statement, like if you're using a if statement and you want to check if it's working, you can use this debug.log and write a string and anything you can write here. Okay, so um, this is it for now. So in the next tutorial we are going to make a little bit more changes, like we are going to, now if we play, our object just go down, okay, because we have attached the rigid body. So we are going to make some changes in our game, and we are going to move our player as a FPS, like a in any FPS game, and also we will make it jump, and we will rotate it according to the mouse rotation, okay, in whatever direction the mouse moving, we will make it work like that. And okay, this is just for now, so we'll see you in the next video.